Guys, come with me, and this is the Peter Duan,
Hey,
Peter the Nomad. Yeah, what's up, buddy? So
Good,
let's do the interview. Hi guys, as I said, I'm in Tribe Theory Hostel here in Canggu. In front of me there's one beautiful guy, Peter the One, the only one, also known as Peter the Nomad. How are you, my friend?
Good, man. Good.
Thanks for your time. Yeah.
Of course, man. Thank
Could
you
you
for your interview.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Could you please tell us how it all began? I mean, as we talked before when we met, you were working in USA as a financial consultant or something like this?
Yes. So I've been working in America my whole entire professional life. I've worked 6 years in corporate finance in various roles. My last role was working directly with the CEO and the CFO at a large S&P 500 company.
Wow.
For those who don't know, S&P 500 company is one of the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the US. And it was a really good experience because I get to work so intimately with the executive suite, so we get to see how they think, and yeah, it was just really a good time.
Yeah, and why did you decide to quit this job and begin your stuff?
Yeah, you know, I read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad.
From Robert Kiyosaki?
Yes,
oh,
exactly, yeah. And, you know, in there he talks about how the rich thinks versus how the poor thinks. And I just realized that even though I had a good job and high position, it doesn't bring the level of financial wealth and also the personal joy of starting your own business. And so I decided to give it a shot, get to travel the world at the same time as launching my own financial coaching business, and now I'm here.
And how long have you been traveling?
I've only started traveling since the beginning of this year, so this is now going on my 6 months, and now I also moved to Saigon as well.
Oh,
so,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So last year you quit your job?
Yes, correct.
And then immediately you went to travel?
It took about a couple months of planning at least. But then yes, at the very beginning, or very end of last year, I celebrated New Year's Eve in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Would you like to come back to USA sometime, or?
Sometime for sure. You know, that's my home, but I do see myself traveling the world for at least another 4 or 5 years, hopefully.
Wow.
Yeah. So definitely have a lot more to see before I go back.
If we come back to your past, as you said, you were working for some companies like a financial, in a financial position, working with CFOs, CEOs. Can I ask you how big was your salary? Because this is also fun. You got a stable job, you got a kind of huge salary, and you decided just to quit the job and work on your own.
Yeah, it was 6 figures. 6 figures making annually. I don't want to.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good.
My gosh.
It was good. But like I said, really, life shouldn't always be about the numbers.
Yeah.
Of course, as a business owner now, I want to grow it to a certain level.
Yeah.
But I think passion should go before the finances.
Exactly.
Of course, both should be hand in hand in order to live a certain lifestyle that you want to live, and also if I want to, not just help myself but my family and hopefully my friends, it takes a certain level of financial wealth to do so.
So you are working in California or the other countries?
I was living in California, and then now as an online financial coach, I get to work from anywhere as long as there's good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, for sure. You can go to Slovakia. You never know.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
To visit me or my friends.
I would love to.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If I will be in Slovakia or in Czech Republic and you'll be there, definitely you got a lunch with me.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, me too, man.
Thank you.
If I can ask you, what is your job right now about? You just do the financial consultant or?
Yeah, so I do a number of things as a financial coach, but the thing that I've been doing the most consistently is to teach people how to invest.
How to invest?
Yes, I think on a personal finance level, a lot of people don't know how easy it could be. Because a lot of people have this misconception that finance is like learning another language and that they can't have the capability to learn another language. But I've had an experience in which college I didn't study finance, and then I couldn't find a job when I graduated. So breaking into the finance world, and getting this experience, I can understand both sides of what people are saying. People who never been in finance, they think it's something that you can't be learned. But now that I've been in it for 6 years, 6+ years now, I realize that there's quite a few myths about learning personal finance, and now I'm trying to distill that as a financial coach for them.
So we are basically using all of the previous experiences right now for a business, studying more and trying to help the people how to invest in the several markets in the world.
Yes, correct. Yes. It's not several markets. I still prefer people to invest in the US. Even as a European, and there's many different reasons why, and that's why I get paid to teach them. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So if I understand well, you are also planning to create some videos?
Yes.
Like, how to say it, coaching program or something like this?
Yeah, well, that's going to be part of my online business. Is now I do the one-on-one coaching to just improve my own content and lessons. And then once I get enough experience, which now I'm getting quite a bit of experience, I then want to convert that into a course, so that
that's what I was talking about.
So that people can, learn personal finance without having me teach them one-to-one.
Yeah, that's gonna be the best. It's gonna be in English, so it's gonna be all around the world. Yeah.
Yes, hopefully that is the goal. Yeah.
Perfect. And if I understand well as well, you teach people how to invest in the gold, or?
I do not. No, gold. Just to give you a little bit of technical knowledge, gold is known as a commodity.
Yeah.
So that means you can buy a gold bar in here, Bali, versus back there in America, and it should be the same thing, right? But gold is mostly used to capture value. It itself doesn't do much. So the only reason why people are buying into gold is that they think the market is going to go down, and so when the market goes down, they need to put their money in something that they consider safe, so they were invested in gold. However, statistically speaking, the market goes up most of the time, and so it's really not good investment in the long run, at least. Yeah.
That's good to know anyway.
That's my opinion. There's people who are gold investors and they have their own analysis. So I'm not trying to give anybody, financial advice in that regard, but that's my personal stance.
So basically are going in a similar way like Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes, I'm trying to. And so Robert Kiyosaki also wrote the cash flow quadrant.
Yeah.
So he says that there's 4 types of people in this world. You can be in all 4 if necessary, but generally speaking, so the 4, for those who don't know, are the employees, the self-employed, the business owners, and the investors. So the employed and the self-employed on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, and the business owners and investors on the right side of the cash flow quadrant.
Yeah.
And so 95% of the people fall within the employed and the self-employed quadrant, yet they only own 5% of the wealth.
Exactly.
On the other hand, the business owners and the investors are only 5% of the population, yet they own 95% of the wealth. Why is there such a disconnect? Well, there's obviously different rules and regulations in which each quadrant plays in. But yeah, I can go into this all day long. I don't want to bore your viewers, but what I'm trying to do is persuade people to go from the employee, self-employed, to over to the business owner and investor stage.
Do you invest in something right now?
I am, yeah. I'm always investing. Yeah, I invest in stocks.
Stocks, yeah. What about cryptocurrencies?
Cryptocurrency.
What do you think about them?
Yeah, so I think the technology behind cryptocurrency is very important. It's called blockchain technology.
Yeah.
And blockchain technology has the potential and ability to infiltrate and affect many different industries all over the world. However, the technology is not quite ready yet. And actually the best thing that happened to the cryptocurrency is the cryptocurrency crash that happened a couple years ago. I equate that to the dot-com crash in 2000, because out of the ashes of the dot-com crash came the mega companies that you and I know and use today. The Googles, the Facebooks of the world, right? And so that's the way I view cryptocurrency too, is that there was this huge boom and there's a huge bust. But the people who are serious about cryptocurrency are still in it, and they're going to only improve the technology more and more throughout time. So I am optimistic about the technology. I'm not particularly, I'm particularly optimistic about the technology, but not so particularly optimistic about the specific currencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can we find you on the internet? Like, are you having some website?
Yes,
or?
so I'm in the process of creating my website. It's just simply my name. It's Peter Duan. It's PeterDuan.com. And if you guys have any questions regarding personal finance and how to invest, if you have a business that you're trying to scale and grow, I can give you good insight from a financial institution perspective. And I can also create you a budget and guide you out of financial situations that are not ideal.
So this, basically what we're talking about right now, it can be used for people from all around the world, not from the people from USA. I mean,
my ideal population is the people from the USA because that is the market that I know best. However, a lot of the principles that I teach can be used from across the world.
Yeah, perfect. That's good to know.
Yes.
What are your future plans?
Oh wow, you know that's a big question.
Yeah.
I try not to think too far in advance, and I try to have a big goal, a 1 or 2 year big goal, and then
which one is it?
Just to get my financial coaching business up and running. You know, I want to do very well on. I want to essentially replace my 6-figure income doing one-on-one coaching, and then from there, I want to coursify it, and then it gets much bigger from there. So
I hope it's gonna work out for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
The last question for you, my friend.
Yes.
All the time when I'm doing some interview with somebody, with a special guest, I have a question if the guest can give some message for the people who's gonna watch this video.
Yes, so I myself am a very new digital nomad, very new at international travel, but I think that's something that's really important for everybody to do. I think if everybody was able to take some time to travel, they will realize that despite the different ethnicities and cultures and religions that other people have, that we still have some very fundamental human aspects that we can all relate to. And if everybody does have the ability to travel, they realize that there's a lot of commonalities that we can overcome as long as we realize that, you know, we're humans at the end of the day. So I recommend you guys to travel.
Perfect. That was a wonderful message from Peter Duan, the only one, Peter Nomad. You can follow him on Instagram, Peter the Nomad. Peter the Nomad, not Peter Duan. Yeah. Also, he's gonna have a website. He already mentioned his website. So, and if you have any questions, you can ask him. I will give you those details below the video. And guys, this is all from our side. Wish you a wonderful day, and thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you.
Wish you're gonna have a beautiful flight to Saigon.
Saigon,
yes,
yeah. Yes.
And maybe see you around.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I appreciate the time.
Yeah, for sure. See you. Bye bye, guys.
Take care.